In the world of wellness and fitness, dedicated nutritionists and charismatic health show hosts work tirelessly to maintain order and bring balance to the scales. These are their stories.
What's the deal? We got a murder on our hands?
Never mind that dead producer. We have a missing shake on our hands.
Right. Anybody can do that job. Any leads?
Well, there is this orange slice.
Smells like Triumph and vitamin C. Whoa, no, whoa. Wrong show. We are back at the Hive in Davie with Albie Thompson, AKA Mr. You Can Too. He's right there. And we're standing up this time, not doing any animal flow.
Today we're gonna go over a Tabata workout.
All right, and what is that for those that don't know?
So a Tabata workout is a specific interval that we do to use a workout in a short constricted period of time where it's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, and then another 20 seconds on, 10-second rest for 8 minutes, 4 rounds of each one, 8 rounds total. Today we're gonna pair a slow intentional mountain climber with a squat.
All right, and why those two movements together?
So I think those two movements are perfect because we're getting upper and lower body and engaging the core.
All right, cool, let's get into it. Now, should we time this?
Oh, we're gonna need a timer.
All right, so you can join us right now if you've got a timer on your phone, or you can just follow along to our timer if you got a clock nearby. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Let's do it.
And here we go. And starting down. All right. And here we go. Knee coming forward, good squeeze. Switching. Good.
Oh, I'm off sync, hold on. Let me get on sync, there we go.
There you go.
All right, 3 seconds here.
Good, we're gonna make our way up. Got 10 seconds. From here, we're gonna go right into the bodyweight squat.
Enjoy this time, you're gonna need it.
For sure.
4 seconds, 3, 2, here we go.
And here we go.
Now, what should people keep in mind while they're doing these squats?
Now from here, you just wanna make sure your core is nice and engaged, pushing through the midfoot and the heel, and just having good rhythm.
Squeeze at the top, right?
Always squeeze at the top, always.
All right.
And then here,
Get ready to get
right
back down. Yeah, barely a minute in here and feeling it. All right, let's go.
Here we go.
I keep getting out of sync with you, but you know,
Sorry.
I'm just, I'm mountain climbing to the beat of my own drum.
That's it. But I must say, you got a lot more rhythm than people give you credit for.
Thanks. You know, I'm working on it. Oh. Woo.
There we go.
So this could be push-ups. This could be anything.
Be lunges, rows, whatever you have your the resources for.
No time.
Here we go.
Here we go. Ooh. You can do this in the office, at the gym, anywhere. It seems you like things you can do everywhere.
Oh, for sure. So I want people to have no excuses and have all the resources they need with themselves.
All right. I mean, that was only 2 minutes right there, and you can continue if you'd like. We've got 10 seconds on our timer here. We're gonna get back to it. Tabata, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds of rest, and then make sure that you get full body if you can, right?
Yes, sir. 8 rounds.
All right. Well, we've got in now 5. We'll see you later. 4, 3, 2, here we go. We're in sync now.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
So you're telling me this is the last winter in Florida that you made?
Looks like one of mine.
Wait, winter in Florida, that doesn't exist.
The name of the drink, made fresh here at Java and Jam in Las Olas.
But mine disappeared.
We're at Fireline Farms because today we're going to try something new as the final part of our lifestyle of staying healthy. What we're going to do is horseback ride. Now, you've seen me on a horse before at Whispering Mains, but Morgan's never been on a horse before. Well, she has, but it's been a very long time, and she's a little nervous, but that's okay. So we're going to get her set up with Kaylee, and she's going to learn how to ride a horse.
Right. Does that mean she doesn't like me?
No, that just means she got something in her nose.
Okay.
I think the flies are bothering her.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people think that that's like, oh, are they mad at me? It's like, no,
Right.
they just got something stuck in their nose.
Oh wow, this is so fun. Posture's good, squeezing the shoulder blades.
Yeah, really nice seat.
Yes, thank you. Is that something that's hard to teach people?
Even certain type of people, just the way that they walk, if they walk slouched,
Right.
they have to, you know, learn how to pick their shoulders up,
Right.
engage their core, keep their back straight.
So what would you say is like some of like the most important muscles you use?
I mean, every muscle
in your leg. Your inner thighs and
yes. And your groin is probably like
okay.
the most one that you'll feel tomorrow. So there's a lot of agility,
The
coordination.
pelvic floor is strong.
Yeah.
The core.
Exactly.
Your adductors. Balance.
Yep, balance is definitely in there.
Right. Now, do you think that like anyone can ride a horse?
I think anyone can ride a horse. They just have to be confident and not scared because remember,
Okay.
they are big animals and they can sense when you're scared or not.
I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it. All right, Kaylee, so it actually was not as hard as I thought it was gonna be. You know, learning the simple driving things, or driving, right?
Right,
Driving,
driving,
right,
yeah.
left, and learning what muscles to engage. You gave me some great tips on posture and balance, and it was very therapeutic. I feel like I could just get lost in time out here, and so
Yeah.
nice to be out in nature and out with the horse.
Yeah.
But we will see you after the break. I'm gonna go find Hunter.
Focusing on you. Innovations in modern medicine from your team of experts at UHealth, the University of Miami Health System.
Nate Kaplan suffered severe injuries trying to steal home plate during a high school baseball game.
The catcher grabbed the ball, threw it back, and it hit my face, like right here.
The ball broke Nate's jaw and knocked out 3 of his teeth. Nate's dad, Dr. Lee Kaplan, the director of UM Sports Medicine Institute at UHealth, says these types of craniofacial injuries in youth baseball are way too common.
Injuries are very prevalent in adolescent sports. The numbers are almost staggering. The facial injuries in baseball are over 25% of the ER visits that kids are having.
Each year, some 30,000 student athletes end up in the emergency room with a craniofacial injury. That's why Nate teamed up with the University of Miami engineering student to help create a detachable face guard to protect baseball players from suffering the same sort of injury he did.
It like attaches to an existing piece that's already on the helmet, and then it kind of just goes end to end, so it's just like easy to attach and remove.
Nate speaks to students about sports injury prevention. Dr. Kaplan couldn't be prouder of his son's work alongside the UHealth team and helping to keep young athletes safe and in the game.
It's not really about baseball. You know, it's about, do you get back out there? Do you do what you do?
Hello, fellow elf nut. Do you know where a girl can get a winter in Florida around here?
Right over there.
What should I have first, the tea?
I usually start
Bread?
the day with the tea first.
Okay.
Then I get into the bread. And as you notice, this is cistus tea, which is very, very good for diabetes, thyroid issues. And then the green tea, which is the kicker of it, which is a very strong antioxidant. The two of them together to help in so many different health benefits.
And why do you combine this with the bread?
I had diabetes. I couldn't lift up my arm. I started combining the green tea with the cistus tea, and then knocked out all the coffee. And once that happened, I got rid of the diabetes completely. So all this is inflammation, which always starts in the gut, and this is what's going to help to repair. The bread the natural sourdough in the bread. Again, eating proper and also what not to eat. That's the name of the game. We have a plain bread and everything sourdough, of course.
Okay.
Plain bread, kamut, and we have sun-dried tomato kamut. You can dip it with tahini or with pita and za'atar, which is with olive oil and za'atar.
Everyone tells you bread is the root of all evil.
Real sourdough?
This is the real sourdough. Most of the sourdoughs are using commercial white flour, and we realized you have to make bread the old way. You have to use the ancient grains, you have to stone grind the way they did in the past, and you have to bake immediately after grinding. This allows you to get all the nutrients from the bread, and instead of the bread being detrimental to your health, it actually benefits you and actually gives you a lot of health benefits. This is the real sourdough. Most of the sourdoughs are using commercial white flour, so even though you're getting the fermentation, the white flour they tend to use tend to be very high in gluten and tend to have bromides and other chemicals. Many of them are flavorings and dough conditioners to give it that nice fluffy feel. This is where you get the real old sourdough.
Our bread is the opposite of processed foods. Processed foods means you eat it and immediately, boom, your sugar goes up. Anytime your sugar goes up, we're gonna gain weight. This is the opposite, unprocessed foods. Your body has to exert a lot of energy and it's slow paced to digest the bread. And then what happens as a result, you don't have those sugar surges, those sugar hits that everyone talks about.
Cheers. We're at Body and Soul in Coral Gables. I'm joined by Kendall, and we're standing on trampolines because today we're talking about your class, which is Les Bounce. We saw you previously with Jenna Mark on our show, and we said, hey, that sounds like fun. Let's do a feature on it. So here we are. So tell me, what's so great about these?
The thing that you feel immediately when you step onto this trampoline is that your weight goes into the rubber. So it absorbs the impact that we put into it, allowing us to avoid the toll that our joints take working on that hard surface. For example, when I'm going for my run, my legs are feeling good, my knees are feeling good because they're being supported by the soft buoyancy of the trampoline surface.
Yeah, let's be honest, just being able to do this.
Come on now.
It's a lot of fun. I don't get to do this
One
in
of my
interviews.
personal favorites is our kicks. Any of the kind of kicks that we get to do.
Yeah.
The release that we experience is just beautiful. So the first move that we're gonna cover is the most natural move we can do on the trampoline, a good old-fashioned run. To get us started with that, we're just gonna lift one knee at a time, just like so. Now from this pace, we add a little more speed to the action to allow it to go from one leg to the other with no stop in between. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. From here, you're gonna drop into a squat, letting those hips hover right over those heels. And all we're gonna do is try and lift those knees towards the elbows very softly. As your legs come back down onto the tramp, you're simply gonna pull them right back up to allow that action to flow in a repetitive fashion. Follow me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So with those arms, we're gonna take them all the way out to the sides with our legs, and we're gonna bring it all the way back in. Now we're gonna go for 2 bounces. 1, 2, in, 2, out, in, out, in. There we go. Allowing the arms and legs to move all together, letting that body flow, letting that music take the lead, having a good time, breaking a nice sweat. And those are your first 3 moves of bounce. How we feeling, y'all?
I feel great. I got a little out of sync. You guys are much better at this than I am.
No worries at all.
But it was really easy to follow along with. And what would you say some of the benefits are of what we just did?
So, one of the benefits that I personally enjoy the most about rebounding, that low impact quality of the bounce enables us to do this without the pain that comes with the toll that our joints take working with hard surfaces. So the cardio intensity is through the roof.
It was really challenging in the beginning, but so much fun. And I've seen a big difference in my improvement in my fitness. I have more energy after the classes. I can go straight from an hour bounce to work the whole day and feel great. Everybody, whether it's their first time or their 100th time at the end of the class, it's just such a good feeling. And it's just, like I said, good energy and a great vibe.
I feel great, and it just goes to show you the trampolines aren't just for kids, certainly, and they can be great for your health. Kendall, Simone, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, Matt, if that is your real name, what happened to the winter in Florida then?
There is no winter in Florida.
That's what I said, but they told me it was a drink. Here at Java and Jam on Las Olas.
If it is a drink, somebody probably drunk it.
It's a very South Florida day today. I came to Mid-Beach with Dr. Sam. We're gonna walk up and down the Broad Walk, and I'm just nervous of getting caught in the rain, so we're standing close to our escape route. But we wanted to talk to you about walking and posture and standing in posture, right, Dr. Sam?
Absolutely, Hunter. We pay so much attention these days to sitting with proper posture. We talked about it in the car, in a restaurant, at home, working on different things. What about when you're walking? People start to walk and you see them, the head is caved forward, the hips aren't really moving, and they're kind of hunched over. And people are on their phone, so they're in a bad flex position. So all that good work they're doing, whether they're going to chiropractor, physical therapist, they're sitting well at home, they're paying attention to it, nullified by the way they walk and stand.
Right. Okay, so if I stand to the side here.
Exactly.
What would be the wrong thing?
So, Hunter, a lot of time people would just kind of look down at their feet. This is an incorrect way. What you don't want to do is be looking down. You want to look ahead. You want to have that proper posture. The second thing is the shoulders rolled forward. A lot of people walk with their shoulders rolled forward and their hips, and they're kind of flopping their feet like they're carrying scuba diving equipment on their feet. You don't want to be flopping your feet when you walk. You want to be lifting it and walking through your hips. What you'll see typically, people will walk like this. And that's the way they're walking. As you notice, like, I'm barely moving my feet. I'm kind of leading with my feet instead of my hips. Now I'm gonna show you the right way, and I'm gonna see if you can mimic it.
Okay.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna pull the shoulders back, looking forward with your eyes looking down, and you're walking using the arm swing just like so. You're propelling your motion through your hip, not with the flopping of the feet.
Right.
There you go. If you notice, Hunter's actually walking through his hips, not walking kind of hunched over like this.
Right.
This also contributes to your abdominals and that core stability. You want to build that core strength. You don't want to tight like this.
Right.
You want it to elongate, and that'll help, especially with those hip flexors.
Right. What would be a helpful cue for people to be in the right standing or walking posture?
Just like when we talk about when you're sitting, you want to basically pull your shoulders back and drop them into proper posture. Your head held high, and you're going through the motion just like so. It's better for your health, better for your posture, better for everything overall.
Well, Dr. Sam, thanks for weathering this storm with us here today and sticking to our health despite the weather, which it seems to be clearing up a little bit, but I don't know, I'm still nervous.
You never know, it's Florida.
Yeah, and one more shout out I'd like to give. I'm gonna give everybody at home a quick look of what our crew looks like here, making sure that you can get all this health information, and we really appreciate that. So thank you so much, Dr. Sam. Thanks to the crew, and thank you for watching SoFlo Health. And lucky for you, there's more. We're in downtown Brickell for some pizza. When you think of pizza, you don't generally think of health. And when you think of pizza being healthy, you're like, ugh, why would I ruin it? Well, we're here to show you at DC Pie Co. that eating pizza can be better than you think. Let's go see Dom. As promised, this is Dom of DC Pie Co. Dom, thank you so much. It smells amazing in here. Before we get started with the pizza, tell me about DC Pie Co.
You know, DC, those are my initials. I'm passionate about pizza. I was born and raised in New York, Brooklyn. This is a Brooklyn brick oven pizza.
Yeah.
With only fresh ingredients, the way I'm used to eating it as a kid.
Yeah, we're talking about pizza on SoFlo Health today, which has thrown some of our viewers off, I'm sure. But I'm somebody that believes if you get food with the right ingredients, it can be better for you than you might think. And I'm not one to say this food's bad, this food's good. It's just food. What matters, like you said, is the ingredients. So what makes your pizza different?
We only use fresh ingredients. Our sauce is made fresh daily. Our cheese is flown in from Campania, Italy. We use buffalo mozzarella cheese. Our produce comes fresh every single day. So you're eating clean. We don't fry anything. Everything's baked in the brick oven. Simple, fresh, and clean. Hunter, you know, the Brooklyn way is you crack the slice.
I was gonna say, I gotta fold it, right? I gotta
just crack it.
Crack it.
You see how beautifully this stands up?
Yeah.
And just take a bite.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious.
What I like about it too is that it's not just a bunch of dough. That's where a lot of people get themselves in trouble.
There's very little dough. It's about the ingredients and the flavor that you get. It's not overpowered by anything else.
I noticed that your salad menu isn't your typical salads. There aren't your typical salads, right?
Correct.
And why did you have such a wide variety of salads and of different things like kale and other stuff like that?
We wanted to do a little twist on a Caesar salad, a conventional Caesar salad, so it's a kale Caesar. It is delicious. It's one of our best sellers. This is a chicken chop salad, healthy protein, so it's our house salad with fresh, free-range organic chicken that's chopped with some tomatoes and onion. Very simple.
That's another way that I think a lot of people don't realize that they can have the pizza and still stick to their diet. If their friends ask them, oh, we want to go get pizza, and they're thinking, oh, I'm trying to be healthier, this and that. Instead of eating the whole pie, maybe have some pizza, you get a salad along with it.
I'm used to eating great food. I grew up with 2 Italian grandmothers. I was jonesing for pizza, and I decided to bring Brooklyn Brick Oven to South Florida.
If people want to learn more about DC Pie Co., how can they?
You follow us on Instagram, @DC Pie Co., but most importantly, just come down and have a great meal.
Yeah. In fact, I think I've asked enough about the pizza. I think I'm going to enjoy the rest of this.
Let's do it.
Dom, thank you so
Enjoy.
much.
My pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Is it possible that someone had drank the winter in Florida here at Java and Jam on Las Olas, and we've just been wasting everyone's time with some sort of daytime television parody instead of giving everyone the healthy infotainment we give them every single week here on SoFlo Health, Sundays at 12:30 on the one and only Local 10?
It's actually had drunk if you use it as a past participle. Drank is the past tense of the verb, and so you don't need the helping verb.
And that's all we have for this week's episode of SoFlo Health. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you can watch previous episodes of SoFlo Health on SoFloShows.com. You can follow us using @SoFlo Health to share with us what you're doing to stay healthy. And until next week, it's goodbye and good health. All right, let's go. Come on.
But seriously, though, grammar is so important. Nobody pays attention to it anymore.
I know. I don't blame them. Next week on SoFlo Health, we'll show you how to make the most of your commute, from stretches to supplements to have on standby. Plus, we visit a tasty Middle Eastern restaurant serving up healthy takes on classic dishes. It's all next week on SoFlo Health. We'll see you then.